Hello and welcome to this new video on the i2 software. My name is Jean-Jérôme and I'm part of the i2 support team. Today will be a little advanced video and I will show you how you can use internet to geocode some locations, mostly English locations, using just a postcode. So here I do have an example file with 3 example addresses, and for each one I've got the address, the city, and the postcode. Geocoding means getting the latitude and longitude from the address. Here I will not use the address, I will just use the postcode, because in England the postcode is very precise. There are about 2 million postcodes, which means that each postcode is very limited in geographical locations. So what we will do is we will download a file which lists all the postcodes and the latitude and longitude, and then we'll use this file to generate for each address. By using the postcode, we'll add latitude and longitude. So let me show you how to do it. First, we must get the file which has for each postcode which has latitude and longitude. Those files can be downloaded on this website here, the Get the Data website. I will add a link on the description of this video, and it's getthedata.com, open postcode geo. And you see here, you do have some regional extracts. You do have the northeast, northwest, Yorkshire, and everything. For this example video, I will only use the London file. So I click on London and the download. So we will not download the file. I will show you how we can use Excel to work on this file without having to download it. The reason why I don't want to download it is that this file changes quite regularly. And by using some Excel magic or black magic, it will allow us to link this location here to Excel and have Excel automatically get and retrieve the new data every couple of weeks, for example, or every month. So let me show you how we can do it in Excel. So I will create a new Excel file. So here I'm on Excel. I'm Control N for new. And let's go. We go in data. In data, so let me just expand. Okay. In data, we got get data. In get data, we go from other source and from web, or we can go directly from web here. Sorry, from web here, so we can go from web. Okay, and here it asks us what's the URL. So if I go back to the web page here, so you see here when I place the cursor above the download, at the bottom you've got the URL, which displays here. So get data. So to get, I want this file location. So I just right click and I say copy link address. Okay, then I go back to Excel. Not this one, sorry. And here I Control V, I paste the address. Okay, so URL. So again, I will add this link on the description of this video. I click OK. Okay, so here we do have all the columns, and we have a small problem. The problem is that we don't have any names for the columns, so we have to kind of guess what each column means. But I think there are some descriptions on the yeah, we've got here the different columns. So postcode, status. So if I just move each one side by side. So see, so column 1 is postcode, then you've got status, user type, easting, northing, and so on. So what I want to do is I will want to get the latitude, longitude. I would want the postcode, no space, and I would want also the I would want the last one, which is Wait. I want the column 19, which is the last one, and last one. We go back here. Local authority name. Okay, so here I can go back here. And here I click on transform data. I don't click on load because I want to transform data by removing some columns, well, most of the columns which I don't need. And we go on transform data. Okay. You see here, so this column here, column number 2, so column number 2 is status terminated postcode are no longer in use. So I only want to keep the live postcodes. So what I can do is I can filter out the terminated values here. So I just click here on the little arrow here on column number 2, and I unselect terminated. Okay, and you see here on the right here on applied steps, you've got filter rows. So I can delete if I made a mistake. I can remove this step. For example, if I just click here, I will remove and it will go back to the full list. So let me go back and filter out the terminated. And I can also change the step if I made a mistake. So if I click here on the little cog or cogwheel, so I keep rows where column 2 equals live. Okay. Now, I said that I wanted to remove most of the information. I want to keep the column number 8, column number 9, the column ID, sorry, column number 10, sorry, and I want to keep the column 19. Now that I know what columns I want to keep, I can change the names of the columns because column 1, 2, 3 are not very clear. So I just want, it's possible to change the column names. So let me go here. So column 8, if I double click, I will put latitude. Column 9 is longitude. Column 10 is postcode. Okay. And column 19, we'll call it Borough. Oh, okay, good. So you might want to keep other columns, but for this example here, I just want those columns. So now I will remove all the other columns. To do this, I will click here on choose columns. And I will unselect everything and I will tick latitude, longitude, postcode, and borough. Okay, so you see here, this is the filter row where I filtered on the fact, so I filter out all the terminated postcodes, then I rename some columns, those columns here, then I removed other columns. And again, for each action or each step here, I can either change it or I can completely remove this step. Next step is I want to change the order. I want to put postcode first. So I take this column, I right click, right click, and I move it to postcode. Okay. Now that I have this, what I want to do is I want to create 3 different tables or virtual tables. Each one will have the postcode and 1 column. So I will have postcode and latitude, then postcode and longitude, then postcode and borough. So let me show you how to do it. It's quite easy. You do a right click on the open postcode GeoLondon and you click on duplicate. And this one, I will change it. So I just right click, rename. I will call it London Latitude. Okay, and I will choose the columns and I will remove longitude and borough. So I'm only keeping postcode and latitude. Okay, I will do the same for longitude. So right click here, duplicate. channel name. So if I can double click, and I will call it London Longitude. Okay, good. So again, choose columns, and I remove latitude and borough, and you guessed it, right click, duplicate, London borough, and choose columns, and this one here. Okay, so we have this kind of table. It's a table with a list of all the postcodes with latitude, longitude, and borough, which is automatically taken by Excel. The Excel automatically goes on the website, which is this website here, and Excel will automatically click on the download button, and it will download the file. And then once Excel has downloaded the file and opened the file, then we did some changes. So we filter rows, we rename columns, we remove some columns, and then from this table here, we created 3 virtual tables or 3 other tables where we only have for each one the postcode and latitude, postcode and longitude, and postcode and borough. And yeah, next and final step is to just click on close and load. So Excel is getting data. Yeah, so London borough, London longitude, London latitude, and the full file. Okay. So I will save this file, and we will see what we will do after. So let me go and save. So file, save, and London postcode geocoding, and save. We almost finished working on this file. The last step is to export the 3 files, or the 3 tables. London borough, longitude, and latitude are 3 distinct txt files or CSV files. So let me show you how to do it. We go in, so first I select London borough, then we go in Files, Save a Copy, then we'll select the place where I want to put it. So let me put it in Documents. So I'm going to put it in iBase. Okay, London Post Geocoding. So no, this one will be, so this is for the London borough. I will export as text tab delimited, txt. This is good, and save. The selected file tab does not support workbooks that contain multiple sheets. To save only the active sheet, click OK, and the active sheet is London borough, which is good. So OK, good. Now we'll do the same for London longitude. OK, file, save as London. I will save as London longitude. Delimited, save, OK, and London latitude. So file, save as London latitude, save. Yeah, okay, good. So I finished with the Excel file. I will close it. I will show you how to import data in an ISO book and then in iBase. So let's see how we can import the address file and then have the latitude and longitude and the borough added to the information. So I'm in an ISO book. I'm going to import from file. It's here, UK addresses. Okay, create new specification, Okay, good. So we have the 3 example addresses, and the separator is tab, so this is good. Next, header extract colon headers from row 1, this is good. Next. So this is where we will use the 3 files that we generated from Excel. The way we will do is I will make copies of the column postcode. I will make 3 copies. One will be used for latitude, one for longitude, and one for borough. So let's go. I select postcode, then I click on new. I will type latitude. The source column is postcode. Okay. Then I do the same for longitude. Okay, longitude. The source column is also postcode. Okay, and finally the borough and postcode also. The idea is to use the 3 files which I've created from Excel to replace the postcode NW whatever with its corresponding latitude. So I'm selecting latitude, then I will use replace from substitution file. I must choose which file I will use. Click browse to select the file containing substitution. So click on browse. So this is for latitude. Latitude is London postcode latitude. And you see that the postcode is replaced with latitude. I will do the same for longitude. So this one, replace from substitution file. I select the file again. So it was, I put it into I2. iBase. Of course, you can put the file where you want. Base 8 and London longitude and borough. Okay. One thing I have to do is, you see that currently the decimal separator is the period. As I'm on a French OS, the decimal separator in France is the comma. So what I will have to do is on latitude and longitude, I will have to replace the period by a comma. I will use find and replace text and match value period with comma. Like that, the value will be understood as a number. Otherwise, if it's a period, it will not be understood as a period in France. And depending on your country, you can leave the period or change to a comma or whatever. So longitude, again, find and replace text, period with comma. Okay, next. So this is an entity only. Next, so the type will be place, so standard locations, and we will use the house. Okay, and for identity, we'll use the address, city, we can use address. Next line, city space and postcode. Okay, and then we need to put the latitude, longitude, and borough as attributes. So attributes, new. So this will be location, and in locations there is the latitude. Okay, and for latitude I will put the value here. I'll do the same for longitude. Locations, longitude, and new I will call it Borough. And I'm putting this here. Okay, this is perfect. So next, save UK addresses, postcode. Save, and we can import. Import, very good, close. So this is perfect. And to check that it's working correctly, what I can do is I can go on Analyze. I will add the map thing here. I hide the map gallery. I select the 3 addresses, right click, add to map, and this is correct. So if I can look at the 65 Lesden Road, which is here, and we do have Lesden Road. It's perfect. If we look at 5 Arrow Place, it's Arrow Place. So it's perfect. So this is how you could import the data in ISOBook. Then I will show you how to import the data in iBase. So now let's import in iBase. So here I'm in iBase Designer, and I modified a little the user guide database for the address. So I have the street, city, postcode, I added borough, and I do have latitude and longitude. So let me go in iBase user. Okay, I'm going to create a new import specification. So new, the import will be on addresses. It's a text file. Next, I select the text file, UK addresses. Okay, it's tab delimited. Next, this is good. So now I must do the same as I did when I created the import specification in Analyst book, which means that I need to create new fields. So field actions, I will create a new field, new, so it will be latitude, and the source field is postcode. Okay, new longitude. Okay, new borough. Postcode. Good. Now I must use the same files which I created in Excel. So I select latitude, and then I'm going to replace from substitution file. Okay, I select the file, browse, so it's in iBase, and it's in London latitude. Okay, good. Same for longitude. Replace, browse, longitude. Takes a few seconds to work. Okay, and borough, browse, London borough. And again, for latitude and longitude, I must replace the period by a comma. So find and replace text, match value period with comma. Okay, and longitude, match value replace period with comma. Okay, so this is good. I click on OK. Then I auto-assign lat. So this is this works. Address, I must street, and longitude. Name is slightly different. It's longs, so longs, very good. Okay, this looks good. Next, check. Next, save. London addresses, postcode. Okay, okay. Verify. Good. Back. Run. Okay, 3 addresses added. Okay, close. Entities, addresses, records, and here are the 3 new records which I've added. So you see that the import specification is almost identical in iBase as in ISOBOOK. Once you've understood how it's working, it's very easy. So I hope this video was clear and it will allow you to import your addresses and to have the latitude and longitude or the coordinates for your addresses in the United Kingdom. Thank you. Bye.